Hi guys, this is Vijay and I hope you are doing well. In this video lecture we will discuss the basic MCQs related with the heat transfer, which is generally asked in all types of mechanical competitive exam. Let us start with question number 1. The value of Prandtl number for air is about. There are 4 options. Option A 0.1, option B 0.3, option C 0.7, option D 1.7, option E 10.5. Okay, we know that Prandtl number means it is a dimensionless number, and it is the ratio of mu Cp by K, where mu is the dynamic viscosity, where Cp is specific heat at a constant pressure, and K is the thermal conductivity. Here you can see that in this table the value of Prandtl number for air at 1 bar pressure and varying temperature is given. Here you can see that the approximate value of Prandtl number at different temperature range is 0.7. So the right answer is 0.7. Question number 2. Which of the following property of air does not increase with rising temperature? Option A thermal conductivity, option B thermal diffusivity, option C density, option D dynamic viscosity, option E kinematic viscosity. Thermal conductivity of gases increases with temperature, since the transform of heat energy in liquids and gases is due to the random motion of molecules, which impart the energy and momentum. Kinetic energy of the molecules being a function of temperature. When the molecules with higher kinetic energy collide with molecules with lower kinetic energy, energy transfer take place. With an increase in temperature, in case of a air and liquid, or in case of a fluid, there is an increase in random motion of the molecules, thereby increasing the rate of collision, which in turn contribute to increase in the thermal conductivity of gases. Option B thermal diffusivity. Okay, we know that thermal diffusivity means it is the ratio of thermal conductivity upon heat stored, or heat capacity, means rho into Cp. So in case of air, whenever we increase the temperature, thermal conductivity will be increased, so thermal diffusivity is also increases. Kinematic viscosity. So kinematic viscosity means it is the ratio of dynamic viscosity upon density. So in case of air, whenever we increase the temperature, so its dynamic viscosity will be increases, because we know that viscosity means it is the property of fluid which offers the resistance of the one layer of the fluid to the another adjacent layer of the fluid. So in case of air, whenever we increase the temperature, so kinetic energy will be increases, and due to that collision between the molecules will be increased, and due to that dynamic viscosity will be increases. And density is the property of fluid, in which whenever we increase the temperature of air, at that time it will decreases. So with increase in temperature of air, kinematic viscosity will also increases. So the right answer is option C, density. Question number 3. The value of the wavelength for maximum emissive power is given by option A Vane's law, option B Planck's law, option C Stephen's law, option D Fourier's law, and option E Kirchhoff's law. So we know that according to the Vane's law statement, okay, so it is the relationship between the temperature of a black body and the wavelength at which the maximum value of monochromatic emissive power occurs. Okay, so this is the equation from Vane's displacement law. Lambda maximum into T equal to 2898 micrometer into Kelvin. Okay, so here you can see that when displacement law state that the product of lambda maximum, means this is the maximum wavelength, into T is constant. So here the right answer is option A, Vane's law. Question number 4. Total emissivity of polished silver compared to black body is option A same, option B higher. Question number 4. Total emissivity of polished silver compared to black body is option A same, option B higher, option C more or less, option D very much lower, option E very much higher. We know that the emissivity of polished silver compared to black body is very much lower. According to Stephen Boltzmann law, ideal radiators emits radiant energy at the rate proportional to option A, absolute temperature, option B, square of temperature, option C, fourth power of absolute temperature, option D, cube of absolute temperature, and option E, none of these. So we know that according to Stephen Boltzmann law, the emissive power of a black body is directly proportional to the fourth power. So emissive power of a black body equal to sigma into T raised to 4, where sigma is the Stephen Boltzmann constant and T is the temperature. So it is proportional to fourth power. So the right answer is option C, fourth power of absolute temperature. Question number 6. The unit of Stephen Boltzmann constant is, there are 4 options. So we know that according to the Stephen Boltzmann law, EB, emissive power of a black body equal to sigma T raised to 4, and its unit is watt per meter square Kelvin raised to 4. So the right answer is option D, watt per meter square Kelvin raised to 4. Question number 7. In free convection heat transfer, Nusselt number is a function of option A, Grashof number and Reynolds number, option B, Grashof number and Prandtl number, option C, Prandtl number and Reynolds number, option D, Grashof number, Prandtl number and Reynolds number, and option E, none of the above. So here the right answer is option B. In a free convection heat transfer, Nusselt number is a function of Grashof number and Prandtl number. Question number 8. Stephen Boltzmann law is applicable for heat transfer by option A, conduction, option B, convection, option C, radiation, option D, conduction and radiation combined, option E, convection and radiation combined. So we know that for convection the law is applicable is Newton law of cooling. For conduction we have already discussed in our previous lecture, Fourier's law. It is applicable for conduction. So for radiation, Stephen Boltzmann law is applicable for heat transfer. So here the right answer is option C, radiation. Question number 9. The thermal diffusivities for gases are generally option A, more than those for liquids, option B, less than those for liquids, option C, more than those for solids, option D, depends on the viscosity, and option E, same as for the liquids. So we know that thermal diffusivity means it is the ratio of heat conducted upon heat stored, or in mathematical form it is also written as K upon rho C, and you can also remember as a kerosene, alpha equal to K by rho C. So thermal diffusivity for gases are generally, here the right answer is more than those for liquids. Question number 10. The thermal diffusivities for solids are generally option A, less than those for gases, option B, less than those for liquids, option C, more than those for liquids and gases, option D, more or less same as for liquids and gases, and option E, none of these. So here the right answer is option C, more than those for liquids and gases. Thank you friends for watching this video.